David Lewis is with Express Employment Services, joins us now with some tips on finding a new job in this difficult job market. David, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
So what are you seeing right now? Are there fewer companies looking to hire right now?
You know, it's interesting. Companies are real conservative right now. They're being picky about who they hire, and they're being somewhat slow to fill the positions that they've got. Some companies are turning to temporary workers to fill, you know, what used to be permanent openings while they sort of wait and see out what's happening in the economy.
So what advice do you have for somebody who is looking right now?
Sure. Well, they need to realize in this market a job hunt's going to take longer than it used to. You know, I think a good rule of thumb is if you expect to work 40 hours a week at the job, you should plan on searching 40 hours a week for the job. It needs to be a full-time career when you're on the job hunt.
Are temporary positions available right now? I mean, if you're willing to take a temporary job?
You know, there are. Some people are having to change their expectations, though. You know, if they may have to give up a title or may have to take a step back in pay to get their foot in the door at the right company.
But I mean, your advice would be at this point, you know, you may have to do that. Go ahead and take that job, whatever it is.
You need to change your expectations in order to find the right opportunity and get your career going. And you also need to become a student of the job search. You know, right now when there's more people looking, the right kind of resume and the best interviewers are going to be the one who get the most attention, not necessarily the most skilled person.
So do you guys provide those sorts of services, helping people with those sorts of skills?
You know, Express plays sort of middleman between companies that are looking for people and job seekers. So wear dual hats. I serve as the HR manager for hundreds of companies, but also as a coach to people that are needing some direction when they're on the hunt.
Do you recommend that people go in for like retraining right now? I mean, are you seeing a lot of people doing that right now?
You know, I think it's a wake-up call to people that have a job, that they need to be thinking forward and realizing what happens if I lose my position. So now's the time to retrain and enhance your skills if you currently have a position. If you're out of work, it's really the time to focus on how do I best market myself to get myself back in the workforce. That should be priority number one.
This is new territory for a lot of folks. We've been in a strong economy now, you know, for a long time, and people are like, what? My job's not going to be there?
Well, silver lining is, although unemployment's rising and it's higher than we've experienced in the last few years, it hasn't matched what we saw in the early 80s. So, you know, there is some perspective here that tells us things aren't as bad as they have been. And if we've come out of that, we're going to come out of this too.
And you know, most of these things are cyclical, so hopefully it's going to get better fairly soon.
You're right.
Well, no extra comment needed there. David, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And for more information...